All right. Okay, we're going to start this off. I believe you said you lived in a apartment, a high scale apartment.
Yeah, kind of like a loft downtown.
Do you want to describe like the building and the neighborhood, or you're
The
just
building is just, it's actually a hotel, and I just own one of the kind of higher end lofts they have for sale, like a condo almost.
okay?
The neighborhood is just kind of the downtown. It's like a bar district.
Okay.
Lots of people. Crime is there. There's crime, but gangs and everything. Um, if there are, it's more like high end organized crime. And yeah,
So is your apartment like a multi-level thing with like one of the walls is just all windows, or what?
yeah,
Or is it
I
just
think
like a
it's
little
like
tiny quiet apartment?
it's actually just one floor. It consists of a big, huge living room with tons of screens everywhere, and I actually have a treadmill with
Okay,
three screens in front of it, and
nice.
I'll just watch the news when I work out.
It's good.
And large windows, but I also have the ability to shutter them, so it'll be
Like in
completely
Deus
dark.
Ex.
Huh?
Like in Deus Ex.
Yes. It does. It is kind of the feel of the Deus Ex apartment,
Okay.
but much bigger and more
Hmm.
higher end.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then I also have a big kind of computer area. Although I don't use it, it's important for me because I want to try to seem like a decorative to most people.
Okay. So are all these screens visible from outside?
Um,
If someone was like cleaning your window with a squeegee outside, what would they see?
they could see. Yeah, they could probably see all the screens. I have like a TV on one of the walls. I have hanging screens for the treadmill, stuff
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm. And this
And
is this
I
this
normally
yeah,
have,
because this
huh?
is your cover. This is your cover, so you want people to be able to see it.
Yeah, I normally
Okay.
just have news on. Um, and when I'm on treadmill, I have three different news stations on, and I look like crazy. But
You're not paying
yeah,
attention to it anyway.
yeah, and then I'll also be like half in the Matrix while doing it.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I'll have the new mostly just news on. My house does look mostly normal. And I don't really need to hide anything. I mean, I have a pistol that I keep in a shelf.
Hmm.
And clothing wise, I always dress higher end. I'm always wearing a button up and a tie and a suit. Um, and I guess like if you're looking at me a lot,
Hmm.
unless I'm trying to fit into some social scene, which I try to do a lot to kind of like get context and stuff. You don't see any of my AR screens unless I tell you you can see them.
Right.
So you kind of just I'm always moving my hands around in the air in weird ways, and I look like a crazy man.
Okay.
Look
Okay.
like I'm swatting a fly.
So you're acting like you see the Deckers do on the vids. You know, not
Yeah,
yeah. You're not trying to be like professional. I got my hands in my pocket and doing everything mentally. I'm being like the guy in the vids who's trying to be really awesome all the time.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start this off. You got to go out of your apartment for some reason eventually, I imagine.
Yeah, I go to bars probably a
Okay.
few times a week just to meet people and
Yeah.
try to get mixed in with social scenes and get jobs.
So you're going to leave your room for a bit, and in the hallway you run into one of your neighbors. It's a kind of short woman. She's got sweatpants on, but what really interests you is that she's carrying a large unmarked box in a brown paper bag. And she's kind of like a mystery to you. I mean, officially she's supposed to be a corp wage slave doing accounting for other wage slaves, but
Hmm.
doesn't really quite fit that she'd be up here in this, kind of upper scale apartment.
Yeah.
And she has like really good security in her room. You haven't, like I imagine you've been like casually poking everybody's security to see what they got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So most
definitely.
people, it's like, oh, they have security, but oh, they didn't cover this really obvious exploit that lets you get through with the security real easy. But she actually does have it set up competently.
Yeah. Have I
So
been able to get into it?
I don't know if you've tried yet. That's kind of what I'm thinking you might want to do now.
Okay.
Um, but or maybe like try and get her to say something that gives you a clue. Because I think you said you were like more of an investigation-y guy. You're attracted to enigmas, right?
No, I'm more
No?
of
Okay.
I personality wise, I always just I forget. Have you seen Sherlock the show?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
haven't actually
I'm.
seen the show, but I know Sherlock Holmes.
Well, yeah, the character in that show is kind of unique,
Mm-hmm.
kind of version of Sherlock. I'm always wanting to get the upper hand on people, and I'm
Okay.
always wanting to beat people at some game.
All right.
So I hacking into people's rooms and seeing everything is kind of my version of being like I'm better than these people. I can control them.
So if you can't hack into her computer, that would still be interesting to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd be kind of irritated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is she? Does she look like she's heading in or out?
She's heading in. She's got a package, and
Would
she's
I be
going to
able
her
to do
room.
like a quick, just like look, open up a window in the Matrix and just see um if her comm link is slave to anything else?
Sure. I think that's the Matrix perception action. Let's look up what that is.
Okay. I think I'm
235. It says.
35.
Um,
Matrix perception. Cars, light switch. Yeah, yeah. You can
what's
automatically
the
spot.
actual? Okay, 241 is the actual roll.
So I can automatically spot icons that are not running in silent mode.
Okay. You
Um.
roll computer plus intuition
Okay. That would be.
with a limit of your data processing.
Oh, is computer one of the ones I didn't do?
I kind of told you you probably should get it. I don't know if you actually did that or not.
Let's see. Oh yes, I fixed that. I have a five in.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's compiling. Let's see.
I hope you got
Yes, I do. I have a
computers.
4 in computer. So it's 4 plus my.
4 plus your intuition.
Yes, 6.
So it's 10 with
So
a
10.
limit of your data processing. And I believe data processing
It's in
is
my
your
persona
persona.
right here. I should have made a little thing for that.
Okay.
My data processing is 5. So I, I roll a 5. I believe my data processing is 5.
Okay. And
So you
you,
want me to roll that in here?
yep. So it's
I
not,
totally forget how.
the limit is not how many dice you can roll, it's how many hits you get maximum on your roll.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
So I
you
won't be able to.
roll your computer plus intuition, and
Yeah.
you can only count a number of hits up to your data processing.
Okay.
So you roll like, okay, you figured it out, but it's actually
Oh, whoops. That was
d6s.
20s. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really easy, wouldn't it?
I was like, why are my hits so high?
Wow, you still got a ton of hits. One, two,
I got
three,
5
four,
hits.
five. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, now let's see her. What's her logic plus sleaze? All right, her logic is that, and her sleaze is that. So she rolls. Oops. She rolls one hit, and she actually glitches. Um, So let's see. Yeah, you get to see all her icons.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, I guess kind of what I want to see is her comm link, if it's slaved to anything, and I kind of want to look at how well
yeah.
secured it is.
Um, it's supposed to be a really good comm link.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want me to give you my like persona numbers to give you a good
no, not right
like
now.
basis?
I know what they are because all the decks have pretty much set numbers.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. She has the sleeves, so that right away tells you that she actually does have a deck on her somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so her comlink is slave to her deck. Um, let's see here.
Okay.
She has maybe a couple more augmentations. You're not sure exactly what they are just from their icons, but like one of them looks like a
Okay.
brain, and one of them looks like um, let's see, what would that would look like? Well, you see like icons for her clothes and stuff. One thing that's interesting is that there is not an icon for her box. Usually, if you would buy something, it would just have an icon like saying "This is fresh food," but it has no icon at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Her box, is it she you said she's a small woman.
she's about
Is her
5'4",
box
maybe.
does her box look I'm thinking I could be like, "Oh, do you need help with that or something?" Does her box is her box small enough to make that look weird?
um, she doesn't seem to be having trouble with it. It's about a laptop size box,
Okay.
maybe like 3 feet by 2 feet and a couple inches thick. So
Okay.
it's not beyond her power to carry at all.
And she is she my neighbor or does she live down the hall or
Like
what?
maybe 2 to 3 doors down.
Okay.
I mean,
Um
everyone on your floor is your neighbor, right? But
yeah.
she's not directly across the hall from you now.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to go the route and just talk to her cuz
Okay.
it's not like she's going to disappear and I'm not going to be able to get a chance to hack her. This is going to be my only chance to talk to her though.
Right.
So,
Right. Exactly.
yeah, so I'm going to go up and say, "Hey, I guess I'm still going to say, "Hey, do you need help with that, ma'am?"
And she's like, "No, I got it." And she kind of clutches it a little tighter,
Um I want
like
to say,
adjusts.
yeah. I want to basically also it's I smile really. I'm totally faking all of it.
Okay. Do you want to make an
All
empathy roll?
my what?
An empathy roll. It's a social skill that tells us if you're being. Oh, sorry, not empathy. Adequate.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that. So
You
will
don't
I
have
just roll
that.
my charisma?
Yeah, charisma -1.
Okay, that'll be 4.
Let's see if you offend her right off the bat.
Oh,
Actually, I
that's
think that's a glitch.
no, wait, that's 2 hits in one roll, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's two
Like if
hits. Sorry, I missed that up.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, last time I glitched then. You're okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So she's not offended by anything. She's like, no, it's good. I can handle it.
Yeah, I just want to ask. I don't. I'm kind of lying here because I assume I have I ever talked to her before?
I'm gonna go with like maybe no, maybe you've like exchanged a few words, but you weren't suspicious of her back then.
Okay. I basically want to say. What do I want to say? I want to say. I don't think I've seen you around before. Are you new here?
She's like, no, I've been here for a couple years. I just like to keep to myself.
Oh,
I see
I
you've
don't know
got one of the
when.
nicer rooms though.
Yeah. I have good fortune
Mm.
apparently.
Corpse
What do you
paying you
do?
well.
Yeah, luckily.
Mm.
How are the corpse treating you?
It's all right. I work for Aries, and this accounting really gets on my nerves. But
Um, w- um, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to. Wait, what'd she say at the last things? Who gets on her nerves?
all the math gets on her nerves.
Oh, oh, so you're an accountant?
Yeah.
Oh, why do you ever choose? Why do you choose to do that job? I can't imagine doing that much math and not liking it.
Well, I got skill softs to do it, so it's kind of pretty much the core put me on the accounting track, and I got stuck doing it. But
And while I'm talking to her, I do kind of I want to stand in front of her, and I kind of just want to every once in a while get a little glance down to the box and see if I can get any more information on it.
okay, let's see if there's some kind of sneaky roll. So you want to
Looks,
know if she notices you looking at the box or not.
yeah.
So I did not realize how bad it would be to keep repeating the word box. Okay, let's see here.
I have no skills in that area, so it's probably just going to be one of my attributes.
Yeah, well, let's roll your charisma again.
Okay.
Charisma. All right,
One
that
hit
time
and one fail.
you do glitch. So she's
Is
like,
that a glitch? Isn't it glitch if it's two, like twice as many fails?
no, it's Oh, let's look it up. I thought it was.
I might be wrong. You're probably correct.
It's my first time running fifth edition, so and I haven't played. I mean, when I did play it, we played like third edition, which was completely different.
Yeah. I mean,
If more than half the dice, more than half the dice roll a one. Okay.
okay, so that's if three of them had rolled one.
Yeah. So it does not matter how many hits you roll. You have to roll more ones than you do dice. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So you don't glitch. Um,
Okay. I assume I also don't do too well at getting glances at it.
yeah, she's like notices you're looking at it, but it's not super
And I kind of noticed her
suspicious.
noticing.
Yeah.
So I kind of just want to put my hand out to shake her hand
Mm.
and say, we'll have a nice night.
Okay, she shakes her hand, says, "Yeah, have fun wherever you're going."
So yeah, I want to just round the hall and wait till I can hear her like go in her door.
All right, you do. It doesn't take very long. You hear her door close, and then you hear some snaps, and in AR you can see the deadbolt on the door going closed like it normally is. So she's locked in her room.
Okay, and would I be in range of her devices if I was in my room?
Yeah, that's another thing that's suspicious. She has suspiciously low noise in her room, but you can never seem to get her devices when she's out of the house.
You mean I can't hear any sounds from in there, or I can't connect to her
You can't
devices?
connect to her devices. Like she has like a show of
Really?
icons. She has like along the walls of her room. She has like some really normal stuff like wallpaper and microwave and fridge and TV and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like you'd expect there to be like the icons are really oddly at the outside edges of her room and not
So
inside of
there's
her
probably
room.
something damping it.
hmm But when she
Okay.
goes in, then the damping goes down. You can see like couches and stuff inside.
Okay. So
So
wait, like her being in there now, I can, or
not right away.
Okay.
You just see her go in the room, and it's still in lockdown. What do you do?
Hmm. I probably shouldn't have let her go if her room dampened.
Well, it's not going to be dampened in a bit. You're pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay. So yeah, I just went ahead in my room, closed the blinds, turn off all noise and everything,
Okay.
and I want to sit down in like my big comfy chair
Okay.
and just hop in the Matrix.
All right. How long do you want to
Full
wait?
VR.
How long do you want to wait?
Um, yeah, I guess I'm gonna watch the news for about 10 minutes.
Okay. It's been 10 minutes, and she hasn't uh, taken down her damping yet.
Okay.
This is kind of longer than it normally is.
Okay.
Also, you can't see her anymore in AR. Her
Really?
comm link and everything has gone off the net.
Okay. I'm trying to think of some excuse I can just a knock on her door or something.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put a tracking sprite on her.
Remember that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I want to head to her door
Okay.
and knock on it.
All right. You knock on the door, and
Yeah.
you hear from the other side of the door, "Who is it?"
It's me, and I say Philip. I guess we exchanged names back there.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see. I want to do a perception test. I'm
Perception.
not sure what the correct perception roll is in Shadowrun.
I think it. Um. Was there a skill related to it?
You know what? Let me just look at the skill. I made a list of skills, but I haven't made a list of actions yet.
Yeah.
There is actually a perception skill. Um,
Oh, okay.
it's linked to intuition.
Okay, so I should just roll intuition out of -1.
Yes.
Cool. That is 5.
Okay, you get
One
two
hit,
hits.
one fail.
You get two hits.
Oh yeah, forget 5. Yeah.
Worth. Actually, you can do. I think this. I can't remember right now, but you can do something that lets you count fives and sixes as hits. So I'll figure that out. We'll do that later. But
Okay.
because you succeed on your test, you're able to hear that the sound is actually coming from the door itself, not from inside the room. So she said. So you heard, "Who is it?" And now you hear, "What do you want?" And it sounds like the door is actually saying it.
Does the door show up in the Matrix as a device?
Yes. And there's a
Um,
device slave to the door.
the door is slave to a device, or a device is slave to the door?
Um, I think probably all of that stuff, the door and whatever else is on the door, is probably slaved to something else with a better
Okay.
firewall.
Okay. Um. hmm. Yeah, I want to knock a bit louder.
Okay, you knock a bit louder, you don't say anything.
I'm gonna say, ma'am.
Hmm. And you hear the door say again, "I'm not interested."
Um. Ooh. Okay. So I would not, with the damping going on, I would not be able to hack anything. I would not be able to get to the door because I can't get to the device it's slave to.
Um,
No way I can like ride through the doors
yeah, of course you
stuff.
can. If it's
I
on the
can.
Matrix, you can hack it. You could
Okay.
hack. You could hack the door directly By if you have well, you're a Technomancer, so you just
Yeah.
have to touch the door, I think.
Okay, so
Um,
if I'm in contact with it, I don't have to go through the slave device.
right. You can
Okay,
hack
yeah.
devices without attacking the slave device. It's only if they're wireless. So
Yeah.
you can't hack whatever the door is attached to directly,
Yeah.
but you can
Then
hack the
I'm
door
going to
directly.
feel up this door.
Okay. Let's see what you gotta do to connect to this door. Matrix actions?
By the way, I have Code Slinger as a quality,
What does that
and let
do?
me. That gives me a +2 to my one Matrix action. I need to
Okay.
pick which one that's going to be.
Yeah, you need to pick that.
Um, if you're at the page, do you mind reading off the actions for me again?
Hold on, there's a lot of actions.
Is there a hack action?
They're all hack actions. Hold on a second. I read them all, but I did not make a.
I'll pull it up too.
Where would it be?
Matrix.
I want all the hack actions.
Okay,
Here's is
so
making connections. What's up with that? Oh, that's about noise and stuff. We don't care about that.
okay, Matrix
Your noise would be
skills.
0.
Yeah.
Um, you're hacking a device. Here they are. They start on page 237.
237. Okay, Matrix actions. Brute force.
Oh, you probably. Oh no, you're directly connecting to it, so I don't think you need to connect to a grid.
Yeah, it would just be direct connection.
Yeah.
Change
Um,
icon. Check Overwatch score. Control device.
Probably
Correct.
something like brute force. It's like the first one.
Okay. Right now, I'm really fast. I just want to figure out what I want that +2 to go to.
Okay.
I'm thinking brute force, uh, crack file maybe, or let's see, disarm data bomb, data spike, edit file, erase,
Okay.
exit host, erase matrix signature, format device, full matrix defense, full pop, da 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 da, jump da. Yeah. Okay, so
It
um,
looks like what you roll depends on what your intentions are. You can't just um, hack a device. You have to hack the device to do something. You could do it to do damage to it, to put marks on it, to take complete control over it. You gotta tell me what you
yeah.
intend to do.
Okay. First, I'm going to dictate that that code slinger will refer to controlling device.
Okay.
So let me write that down really fast before I forget.
So you have to actually put marks on the device first before you can control it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you do that with brute force.
I think that's what I'm going to want to do in this
Okay.
circumstance.
So let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, so what I want to do with the door is I kind of just want to get into it and um I if I bricked it or if I attacked it, the slave thing would know, right?
They have to roll a perception check. If you
Yeah.
actually do damage, then it instantly knows that damage has been done, but does not know why damage has been done until they succeed on a perception, matrix perception.
Okay, then in that case, I just want to kind of get into the file, or I want to get into the system, and then
Okay.
from there I might decide to put marks on it and try to control it.
Well, like I said, okay, so you're in the system is wireless. You want to put marks on it?
Um, yeah, I want to go ahead and put a, yeah, I guess I'm gonna put a mark on it.
Okay. Make a cyber combat plus logic roll.
Okay. My logic is 5, and my cyber combat is 6. Cyber combat or cyber warfare?
Cyber combat, it says.
Okay. 5, 6, 11, roll. Fuck! That was a lot of ones. Okay, so that's 3 hits.
Wait, hold on a second. Um, well, you didn't glitch, thank God.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Okay,
My
so
first hacking attempt glitches.
what is this? This is going to be 4.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3. You got 3 and she got 4. So you are
Yeah.
unable to put a mark on it.
Okay.
What happens now? If you
Uh,
succeed, which resisted with device rating plus firewall.
I want to head to the room really fast and just get my gun and put it in my holster.
Okay, you run away and you go get your gun.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm going to start hitting this with some data spikes, and I don't want her to come out with a shotgun and me to have nothing.
Yeah, that could happen. So yeah, go get your gun.
Although if she opens the door with a shotgun, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I want to head back to the door, fuel it up,
Hold on a second.
and I want to throw a resonance spike at it, which is a complex form. Let me pull that up.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to figure out if you take damage from failing the roll.
I might take some stun damage.
Yeah, because it says it's an attack roll, and if
Hmm.
an attack roll fails, you take some like feedback damage, and I need to find that part of the book now.
Oh, and also something I had a problem with, and we should probably had figured. I should probably have figured this out before now, but I don't know my stun and damage threshold or any of that stuff, and I don't know
Your
how
stun and damage threshold?
how much stun damage I can take or any of that.
Okay, let's first figure out how much damage you take.
Yeah, I think what happens is another set of rolls where I try to roll to avoid damage.
It could be. I'm just. Let's find the damage roll. Oh, this is an illegal action too.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a
If you
good
fail
point.
an attack action, your target's security software rejects your code, corrupting it and sending it back to where it came from. Do do do. Every net hit the target got on its defense test, you take 1 box of matrix damage, which you cannot resist. So she
And
got,
my matrix damage for me just counts as stun damage.
yeah. So you took 4 hits of matrix damage. That's pretty bad.
But wait, wasn't it one hit? Was it how many hits over?
Oh, for every net hit, you're right. So you only take 1 hit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now I believe what you're asking for about how many hits you can take, that should be in the character creation section.
Yeah, I will jump over to that.
Creating a Shadowrunner.
I think it might be in the final calculations.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Here we go. Final calculations. There's a chart there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
There we go. Condition monitor boxes. You take you have stun damage equal to willpower divided by 2 plus 8.
Plus what?
8.
Okay, so that is 8, 9, 10.
All right, so you're at 4 out of 10.
Wait, 4 out of 10?
You took, oh sorry, 1 out of 10. 1 hit out of 10.
Yeah.
My
So I
bad.
have 9.
Okay. We have 9 left, right?
And then I recover that over time, right?
I believe so, yeah. Except that probably when you sleep, and then you have to roll that other roll. So we'll do that at the end.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so 9 points. So,
So the good part is that if you fail a matrix action, they don't get notified.
okay, cool.
So she does
So,
not know that you tried to hack her door.
yeah, I mean, like, probably a bunch of pop-up ads also try to get through devices. But
Yeah.
it doesn't.
So it doesn't tell her. It doesn't get through her firewall, so she doesn't know about it.
Hmm. I know I'm going kind of brute force kind of stuff now, but I guess I'm just going to throw a resonance spike at it.
All right. So let's look up for resonance spike. How's that
I have it
work?
right here. It is
What page?
it is a 253. Duration 1 plus no, duration 1. Yes, duration 1.
It's not
And
one. It's I.
oh, okay.
If you
Yeah, I
look
need to
at
zoom in a bit.
page 252, it says I is immediate. It happens instantly with no lasting effects.
Okay. And then FV.
That is, if you go back to that other page again, fading value, or FV, gives DV of
Okay.
fading based on L for level of the complex form. So instead of having like mana points, you have this fading thing you have to deal with, and
Yeah.
it basically makes you tired if you fail the roll.
Okay, so that's logic plus
Yeah.
O, which what is O?
It's no, it's not L plus O. It's not logic plus O. It's level plus 0. So
Oh. Okay.
if you're trying to make a level 1 resonance spike, then you have to roll for fading against 1. If you're trying to
Okay.
make a level 10 resonance spike, then you have to roll
Fading
fading
against the
against 10.
R10. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
So
so
make a software plus resonance
but first you have to
level.
choose a level. Now you know that I rolled how many dice? I rolled 96 and got 4 hits.
Okay.
So you should choose a level, the cap of hits you can make, such that, when I roll 96 again, you will win. Or else you're
Well,
wasting your time with the
in
spike.
the formula though,
Hmm.
I'm not incorporating any of the level of my complex form. It's software plus resonance level.
Yes, but then, okay, so you roll software plus resonance. And when they have some words inside the square brackets, that
Yeah.
means it's the limit, the maximum number of hits you can make on that roll.
Oh,
You're
okay,
not like,
okay.
it's not resonance level, it's software plus
Okay.
resonance with a limit of level.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Okay.
seeing as on its last defense it rolled that many, I'm going to go ahead and do um
But
I'm
also
gonna
keep
do a
in,
level. How? What's my defense against fading?
oh yeah, let's look that up. Fading, how does fading work? Whenever a Technomancer, okay, this is on page 252 with the top left.
Okay.
Whenever a Technomancer threads a complex form or summons a sprite, they must resist fading damage from the mental exertion of shaping the resonance according to their will. The amount of fading damage is indicated by the complex form, although it can never be less than 2 before the resistance test. The fading from threading is physical if you get more hits on the threading test than your resonance rating. Otherwise, it's stun.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Yeah, so what's the formula I'm going to have to use?
Resonance plus willpower.
Resonance is 6 plus willpower is 11. Okay, so
So
yeah,
you
I
got
think.
tons of that.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do. Let's do a level 7 spell, or complex form.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's going to be software plus my resonance with a cap
Oh.
of 7. Resonance 6, software is 5. Wait, is it 5? Yeah. Not great rolls.
So you got 1, 2, 3 hits.
Yeah.
And she got 1, 2
2 hits.
hits. So you actually do succeed. The box takes 1 matrix damage.
Yeah.
Now I will roll
Oh
perception
wait,
for her.
takes 1 box of matrix damage. Oh, per net hit. Yeah, you're right.
So I will roll her matrix perception skill, which she gets 1 hit on. Let's see here. What is matrix perception resisted by?
Oh,
It's
and just
resisted by your logic plus sleaze.
okay, logic 5. My sleeve is 6.
So you roll 11.
Yeah.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
You're not noticed yet. So what was your question?
So just general knowledge, on my part. Um, would I think this door is part of the thing stopping the signal?
Hmm. So there's 2 things that could be stopping the signal. The first is active jamming, which you could detect, and you're not detecting any active jamming. So the other thing
Okay.
it could be is that she's got some kind of Faraday cage inside her room.
So like soundproof barriers, kind of.
It's actually a Faraday cage is usually like metal mesh, like you look in a microwave, how you can see through the grill.
Yeah.
That's a Faraday cage.
Okay, so like that's probably in the walls.
Yeah, it's probably in the walls. It could be in the door, and it's just that because it's directly on the other side, it's bleeding through the Faraday cage. Or it could be that it's more inside the room. And I don't know if your character does not have the hardware skill, so you probably can't tell besides that
Okay.
which one it actually
So
is.
what with a Faraday cage would it make sense for if she actually had like a room or like an actual like cube or something she would go in? The would that ever
Yeah, it
make
should be.
sense?
It does not have to be a cube. It just has to completely surround her in every direction.
Okay.
So it could be like
Why?
some modern art Klein bottle shaped thing, or it could just
Yeah.
be a square, a cube.
Like a shower shaped thing even that she gets in.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's probably pretty big. Um,
Yeah, because not just her stuff is dampened by it.
right.
Why am I breaking this door? No, I don't think. Do you think I should be attacking this door?
Um,
This being my first Shadowrun game.
It depends what you want. I mean, what's your
I
plan
just
for once you get
want
the door open? Tell me that.
um.
You've got a gun. She's going to see her door open, and this
Oh,
guy she just
I'm
talked to
opening
walk
the.
in with a gun.
Oh
So,
yeah.
what's her reaction going to be? It's not going to be the best.
I don't want to just open the door. I was thinking about just
She's not
making
going
the
to be your
door.
friend probably after you hack her door open. So, if that was your
Yeah,
goal, it's not going to work. If
that
it's your
wasn't
goal to
really.
like capture her, then yeah, um, you could try chasing her down and making her answer questions at gunpoint, but that's not going to make
Yeah.
friends. So I mean, you got to consider like, what's your goal in doing this? I mean, is it your goal just to knock down the door and say, "Ha, I beat you," and then run back to your room and post about it on Facebook about how awesome you are? I mean, that might not turn out terribly, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I kind of just want to get access to her devices, but just through not, I don't know if I'm able to do that with her being in that room.
Hmm. Well, let me say you're having this like crisis of trying to decide what you want to do outside,
Yeah.
and then in like 2 or 3 minutes later, then her Faraday field goes down,
Ooh.
and you see her icon has changed in the Matrix. It's
Her.
now like this sleek red rocket ship,
Okay.
and you can make a Matrix perception action if you want more information.
Okay. What was Matrix Perception again?
It is computer plus intuition with a limit of
Okay.
your persona's data processing.
That was 5 plus intuition. Right. Yeah. No, my computer's 4 plus intuition, which is 6, so 10. 3 hits.
Yeah, you can't get through her firewall at all now. It seems to be a lot stronger than it was before.
Okay. Um, but with what I got so far, can I even tell if it's one what device is everything slaved to?
Um, no, because you failed your perception
Yeah.
check. Her
Okay.
firewall is like preventing you from seeing all the icons that are slave to it. You can see like maybe 2 or 3 devices inside her room, and everything are slave to them. You can see like a couch and like a TV and all that other stuff I talked about before,
Yeah.
but
I I
everything
want to
else is
knock on
slaved.
her door again, just one last time to see if maybe like she was in some thing.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah. So I just want to say, ma'am.
All right, you hear in exactly the same pitch and everything from the door. Who is it?
Yeah. I remember that's why I was bricking the door because I was pissed off at the door. um, for fucking fooling me.
hmm
Okay. I'm gonna head back into my room and just basically do a lockdown. I'm gonna close all my blinds, lock my
Okay.
door with my 25 bolts,
Okay.
and I'm gonna jump in my chair
Okay.
and I'm going full VR and I'm
Nice.
going to try some Matrix stuff.
All right, let's do this. Let's see here.
Oh, by the way, I also want the pistol in my hand so that once I jump out of VR, I literally have to just pull up my hand and shoot.
Okay, well, like you said, you had it in your holster.
Yeah.
Um, it's like a free action to pull it out of your holster. So if you
Yeah,
trust
I still want
yourself
it.
to have it in your hand in VR, then okay. I don't think there's any role for accidentally shooting yourself, so
Yeah.
you'll be
I
okay.
imagine VR, I just become comatose like a statue.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you see like in like the Matrix and stuff, people's hands would twitch, and when you're sleeping, your hands do that. But I guess you're okay. You know better than you have your you're in the zone enough that that won't happen.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
am the
let's.
Matrix.
You are the Matrix. So okay, you want to go online. What is the role for going online?
I can just jump online, can't I? I think it's just an
I mean, you
action that
have
I'm doing.
to you have to go. There has to be some kind of role to go into VR, right?
I know there's an action, but let me see if there's a role connected to that.
Oh yeah, let's
Resonance
look at
Black.
Matrix actions.
Yeah. Okay, so jack in and jack out.
Is that what they are?
I remember that. Let me look. Jack out. There a jack in? No, I don't think there's a jack in.
You're in Hot Sim.
Yeah. I think I'm just in.
I guess you're just in. Okay, if I find something
Yeah.
else, then that'll change. But I think it's fine. All right, so you're just
Okay.
in. You're what grid are you on?
Um, I have the highlight so I can access uh any grids that aren't
You
like I can
can
access everything,
you can be on
all the
any grid,
grids.
but you have to pick one, or you have to use your
Okay.
Technomancy power to be on all of them.
Yeah, so I want to be what grid is she likely on?
She says she worked for Ares. Do you believe her? If she is, then she's on the Ares grid.
Um
Otherwise, she might be in a local grid. I haven't decided. There's probably some cool name for a local grid, like the Star Grid or something. We'll just call it the
yeah.
Star Grid for now.
Yeah, I want to jump on to I don't know. I don't really. Could I jump on to Ares grid, do a perception check and see if that icon's there? Well,
Let's find out how. Let's get on the Star Grid for now,
okay.
and then we will figure out how to tell what grid people are on.
Okay.
Because there's got to be some way. I mean, it says it's normally obvious, but let's check the perception. Do 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 do. The grid or persona device or host is using. So yeah, you make a matrix perception action. So let's go back there.
Someone said something in the chat, by the way.
Okay.
Sure. So you want me to do perception?
Yeah, do a matrix perception action.
3, 4 hits.
Okay. Come on, let me alt tab to that. Alright. Basically, what that's trying to do is explode sixes. So if you roll a six, you roll a six again. I mean, you roll another d6. But I believe the exploding sixes roll only shows up if you spend edge before you make the roll.
Okay, yeah.
Or
I was
maybe
just
after
looking.
you make the roll. It has something to do with spending edge. And then
Okay.
every time you roll a six, you get to roll another d6. Um, what's your edge at?
I have a 3 edge, I believe.
Why don't you say you spend an edge point and roll 3d6, and if you get a success, then you'll succeed on the roll legitimately.
Okay. Oh, no, shit.
Alright, so you don't legitimately succeed on the roll. But since you're just trying to figure out what grid she's on, I'm gonna say you figure out that. Um, let's see, what grid would she be on? She's actually changing grids right now. She is
Okay.
joining the. She was on the local grid, and now she's joining the evil grid.
The what?
EVO Corporation, I believe.
Okay. Does it seem like she's just grid hopping over and over, or
She
does it
just does
seem
it
like
once. As far as I can tell, there's no reason to do that in the Shadowrun grid.
yeah,
I know it's like a real life thing, but there's no like proxy servers or something that they don't help you as far as I can tell.
yeah. In that
So,
case,
yeah.
I'm gonna jump on her new grid.
Okay, I believe there's a role for that.
I believe you're right. Change icon.
Population of the Matrix.
Grid hop. It is test. There's no test to it.
You just do it.
As long as I have access to that grid.
All right.
Which, yeah.
Do you do have access to all the corp grids too? That's kind of weird, but okay.
Um, I
Wow.
believe so. Yeah.
If you're rich
Well,
enough to let you on whatever grid you want, that seems kind of weird, but okay, I'll go with it.
in the rules, it only talked about a global, a local, and then the public grid. It never talked about any other
Hmm.
grids. I
Um,
assume this grid is just part of the global grid because all the corporations work on the global grid.
no, all the corporations also have their own corp grids that overlay the other grids.
Really? Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm probably. I think
I
I need
don't
to
know what
hack
you
into
would
that.
have that one, yeah. So we'll need you to hack into this grid. Um,
That will be like a hack on the fly.
Hack on the fly lets you attack people without being on the same grid, I believe. Oh no, you're
You
right.
can
You can
use this
use this
action to
action.
mark a target without getting the normal.
You can also
For,
use this action to hop to a grid for which you don't have legitimate access. The defense dice pool in this case is 4 dice for a local grid or 6 dice for a global grid. So you're going to roll against a 6 dice roll.
okay. And
Hacking
what am
plus
I rolling?
logic
Okay.
with a limit of your sleaze.
My sleeves is 5. 6. Doesn't matter because I have 5 logic.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
2 hits.
All right,
Fuck.
you make it on.
Oh, okay.
So now you're on the same grid as her. Okay.
Okay, and I want to go ahead and do a complex form. This has probably gotten me some Overwatch score, right?
You've been getting Overwatch since you first tried uh, to brick her door.
Yeah, in that case, I am going to throw a nice little complex form at them called, where can I find this? It's on this sheet. Okay. Yeah, I have cleaner. That will give me like a nice, just a few points clean, but
Okay.
might as well check it out. Residence Library Cleaner. Okay. So that is a level +1 for Fade. Uh Simple software plus residence with the level as my cap test. For each
Mm-hmm.
hit I reduce my Overwatch score by 1.
All right. Hold on a second while I actually calculate your Overwatch score.
Okay. And by the way, this is a P action.
Okay.
So Resonance 6 software is So is someone else in the Google Hangout now?
Yeah, one of the other players.
Okay. Hello, other player.
I muted them, so if you're there, I just muted you because you're not wearing headphones, I think. So was getting some feedback. So if you want to talk, type something. All right.
Chat.
Oh, Dark, type something.
Only gives you access to one global
Yeah.
grid.
Okay. Good. All right. So like I said, I don't think it gives you access to every corp grid. That would not make
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah,
They're like
I
private
agree.
grids for the corps. They don't want to share. They don't share. Um. Okay, so you're on the evil grid. You're doing this clean action. You said. And what page
Yes.
was that?
What do you say?
What page
What
was it?
page? 252.
All right, great.
And it's just resonance plus software, simple software
Just making
check.
sure there isn't other roll. Yep, you're right. Okay. Did you make the roll?
I'm just about to. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Yeah. So that'll be 5 points clean.
Great. I'm not going to tell you what your actual score is
Yeah.
because that's part of the thing. But okay.
At the end, I guess we can get together and try to figure out so I kind of have an idea of how well this cleans.
Yeah. I'll just tell you it's not bad.
Okay, cool.
The way you can tell is I count every time she makes a roll for her firewall.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's an illegal action, then I count all her hits and add that together. That's your Overwatch score. Plus I roll for time. And
Wait, all her net hits or all her hits in general?
every hit.
Really? Okay.
Once you get to 40, then you get converged on, which is bad. But
Yeah.
you were less than 20.
Okay.
And so you don't have to worry about too much. You would have to be on for time. If you didn't know other actions, you'd have like 2 hours of time. So, okay. All right, so you're on the net. You're on the same grid as her. The Evo, you have just cleaned off a bunch of your Overwatch score.
Okay.
Um,
So now that I'm on the same grid, I kind of just want to head to her icon.
okay, you head to her icon.
Yep.
You focus in on it. What do you want to do?
I want to get. Do I know if this is her comm link or not?
Nope.
Okay, so I just kind of want to get access to it. So, like, say if it was her comm link, I want to.
You want to put a mark on it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't intend to like. I want to basically rummage through the files, so I
Yeah.
don't intend to have full control over it. I just want to be able to search through its information.
You need to put a mark on it. So that's a brute
Yeah.
force action.
Yeah, because I don't want to take an hour. Actually, yeah, I want to do this pretty fast. So the brute force. What page is that on?
That is on page 238. It is a cyber combat plus logic roll with a limit of your attack.
Okay. What does it mean, my attack?
I have no idea. Let's find out.
Yay. 6. plus my logic, which is 5. That's another 11. I've only been rolling 10s and 11s this whole game.
Yeah. That's because you got decent rolls, apparently. Alright. I don't understand why there isn't something called an attack limit. Oh, you're right. It's actually your persona rating. Your persona should have an attack rating. Thanks,
Oh,
Dark.
yeah,
You are
which is
smart.
5.
Okay, so fortunately she only rolled 5, so you can actually do it.
So my total hits are 1, 2.
2. Yeah. You do not succeed.
Okay. Don't succeed on that attempt, so I
And I
guess
will also
calculate.
note that that is the same amount of Overwatch you reduced yourself by before.
Okay.
By the way, did we roll for fading for your cleaning action? Or was that a
No,
sprite?
that was 1 plus the level of action, which level of action, I did not decide. So how many hits did I get
You got 5
on that?
hits.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the level was 5. So 6. So I have to beat 6 on my resistance.
Okay.
And my resistance is what again?
It was pretty big. It was probably the biggest thing you've rolled so far.
What page is that on?
It's 11d6, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It was wherever Technomancers. Are you into PDF? Do you have the PDF or the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
PDF.
So if you click on the Matrix and then click on Technomancers and then click on Fading,
Okay.
it says Resonance plus Willpower.
Okay. Resonance plus willpower 6 plus. What's my willpower? 4. That is 10.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, you're great. You
Hits.
did not take any fading yet.
So I guess I'm just gonna have to try to do that again and hope I do it well.
Well, let me make a suggestion to you.
Okay.
She's not hostile to you, right?
Yep.
Why don't you just send her a text message?
I guess I could do that.
Do you,
Yeah,
do
I
you
want
want
to
to just
send.
talk to her? Like, she's ignored her use of the door, but two things. One, she's in VR, so talking to her through the door probably wouldn't help her. That's the reason she has that thing, so that she can talk about it, piss off when she's in
Yeah.
VR. And before that, she was probably getting ready to go into VR, and she didn't want to get interrupted.
Yeah. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, I will unmute Dark or whatever. Alright. It says nobody's watching us. That's too bad. How do I...
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. What? I can't hear you, so hold on. Okay, can you say something, Kanda? No, I still can't hear you. What'd I do? I foolishly pressed the mute button, and now it will not let me unmute you. Give me a minute. Oh, I don't want that one. Boo, 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 boo. Hangout toolbox. I still can't hear you. I'm going to restart the hangout. So just give me a second. Do 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 do. Whoosh. I can hear you, Dark.
Oh, that's good, but I'm not the one whose session it is.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed that I can't mute people and unmute them very easily. But
Yeah, it's a shame Skype is charging us.
yeah, I wish I could use Skype. But it was interesting too. It does stream it directly to YouTube, which is nice.
Oh, it's a stream.
Yeah, it's
It
supposed to.
doesn't record them.
It does record them to YouTube also. There you are.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. I guess I can't use that nice little convenient button because it doesn't work. Bad Google.
Yeah.
That's how to be evil.
Okay,
Don't
so
be
yeah,
evil.
I want to send her a text saying,
Okay.
ooh. Okay, I want a little vote from, who is this, Dark?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want you to help me with this decision really fast. Since this is my first time hacking, I kind of still need to get a feel for her.
Sure. I have no life, so I've pretty much been reading the fifth edition rule book all the time ever since it came out.
Okay, so I
It's
have
good on
two
me.
things I want to do. I want to send her a text, and I'm either going to say like, "Hey, there's a neighborhood-wide hangout, something, something." I don't know, just get in a conversation with her, or I can just be upfront and be like, "Hey, how's the hacking like?" Something stupid like that. Um,
I
I
don't
guess.
actually know what's going on here at all.
Oh, okay. So yeah, basically, there's someone. One of my neighbors has a deck,
And she's really good
and
at it, by the way.
yeah, she's most likely a decker, and she's always said she's worked for a company. I don't know if she's a spider or what, but I'm very interested in figuring out what's up with this woman. So I've kind of tried to hack her a bit. Hasn't turned out well because her defenses are pretty good.
hmm
So I'm deciding whether I should send her a message saying something trivial and like there's a neighborhood meeting or something sometime, just something to get her in a conversation, or should I be upfront and be like, I know you're a decker, something like that.
Well, I might recommend against the second one because of the fact that you're a technomancer. And if she figures out that you're one, she'll probably want to avoid you because most deckers don't like them. And
Um,
you don't have to
well,
deck, do you? I mean,
I do pretend to be a decker.
Yeah, I guess in the Matrix you can't tell whether someone's a decker or not.
There is
So,
something called some kind of Technomancer signature that she could search for, but she's not going to search for that unless you give her a reason to
yeah, she has
suspect.
to be looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in my room. If I need any, like, evidence, I can just point to the giant computers.
Good point.
So, yeah. Other than the Technomancer thing, do you think there's a reason I shouldn't do the second one? Because she could just come in, barging in with a shotgun and be like, die, bitch.
Well, you have pretty good combat skills, right?
Nope. Not at all.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, why don't you do it from somewhere aside from your house, so that if she does want to come after you physically, she can't get you.
She
Because
would
it
be
does
able to
seem like,
track. I mean,
well,
it's probably safer in my house because of all the defense, but she'd be able to track it.
but you know, again, I'm not actually there, you know, but just off the top of my head, I'd say saying that, you know, being more honest with her, like the second option that you were talking about, is probably more likely to get results. Since if you just say, "Hey, there's a neighborhood meeting" or something, she'll probably just ignore you.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to send her a message saying, um, so what year is the model of your deck? Or what model is your deck?
All right, you do this.
Yep.
All right.
And I add a little emoticon at the end, happy face.
Okay, you make a happy face. I asked you to make an empathy, etiquette roll, but I know you don't have it. So, um, she gets the message, and she is going to do a matrix perception test now to see
Okay.
who messaged her. Um, I'm getting angry at this PDF because it keeps zooming out on me.
That's gonna be like my firewall plus what?
Yes, it's your logic plus sleaze.
Sleaze. Okay, 6 plus 5, so 11. Go ahead and roll that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Nice. One, two, three, four, 5 hits. All right, she does not know who you are.
Do I know she tried looking for me?
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
because I didn't let her know.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I guess I'm letting that message stay for a few minutes.
She says, "It's a shiwase," and with a smiley face.
What'd she say?
It's a shiwase.
Oh, the model.
Shiawase. However you want to pronounce that. I think it's shiwase.
Is that the model of the deck?
Yeah.
And what kind? She said she worked for Ares.
Aries. Yeah, Aries.
Yeah, I want to then say, did Ares pay for it?
It's quiet again for a little bit, and she's like, "No, that's mine."
Then I want to send another one saying, so you don't work for Ares?
She says, "I don't work for anybody."
I want to send another one then saying, how do you live so high scale?
Says, um, she says she does some work on the side that gets her money.
Sorry about my dog.
No
And
problem.
I want to send another one saying, is that what was in that box? I don't really care if she knows. I know.
What'd you tell her your name was again? She says it back to you.
Philip.
Philip. She asked you if you're Philip.
Um. I'm just gonna say yep.
Says.
I feel like that's kind of how my character would be.
She says, "Let me trace you."
I'm gonna say no, thank you.
Says. No. If you're Philip, you're okay, but if
Well,
you're not
Trace is
Philip,
like.
then somebody was watching us in the hall, and I want to know. So if you're Philip, you let me trace you, and then she's going to trace you. So tell me.
Well, Trace is like knowing everything, isn't it?
No, trace tells, and she's going to find out your physical location. That's
Okay,
all she's
I
going
want
to
to
learn.
say, tell me what was in the box, and then I'll let you trace me.
All right, she's just tracing you. Are you resisting it?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to. I guess tracing it. She's like putting a mark on me.
No, she just finds your physical location of any device or persona on the matrix. After succeeding with this action, you know the target's location for as long as you have at least one mark on the target. Oh, I guess she does need to mark you first. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so she's going to mark you first.
Okay. And my defense is probably a firewall, right?
It's the brute force action. So it is your willpower plus firewall.
Okay. That will be 4 plus 5.
1, 2, 3. She gets 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. You get 3 hits. So she does not trace you. She's like, so what did you ask her again? What would be okay?
I
What
want to
would make it
say,
okay?
tell me what was in that box before.
Hmm.
I let you trace me.
So it's my deck. It's my new deck. It's the Shiawase.
Why would you have 2 decks?
Because my old one was not as good.
Your old one was pretty damn good,
Yeah,
wasn't
you don't. Well, it was good, but it wasn't this good.
it? Okay, okay.
You noticed that when she was in the hallway, she had a deck, and it was good. And then when she went back in her room and took 20 minutes doing something you don't
Oh yeah,
know,
yeah.
it was better. So it maybe is true, or maybe she had another deck in her room. You don't know.
Okay, so I want to
But you
go
did
in.
also know that her icon changed.
Yeah, I want to go in VR, AR,
Okay.
and then I want to say, okay, you can track me. But I basically want to be looking at the door with my gun in my hand, just to be careful.
All right. So you're letting her trace you. You're not going to make a resistance roll.
No, but I do want to trace her too.
All right. Well, you didn't ask her to trace you, so you're going to have to make your roll. Um,
Wait, what am I rolling?
roll brute force first to put a mark on her deck.
Oh wait, first I want to ask, can I get a trace on you?
Um, she does get a trace on you, so she knows it's you. And she says, okay, but you're going to attract GLDs
Why would tracing each other like with? I mean, we're
because.
allowing each other to put marks on.
So here's the thing: is that actually you're right. You're right. So she invites a mark from you. So you can put
Okay.
a mark on her deck, and then you can trace
Yep.
her. So make
She only invites one, right?
only one. And she's probably
Would
going to
it?
scrub
Would,
the mark off. But yeah.
yeah.
She gives you a mark.
Would say
Trace.
I was a
Hmm?
huh?
Go ahead.
Say I put one and then try to do a stealthy one and say I did a stealthy one. When she rubbed that first one off, would she know about the second one?
No, but it wouldn't stay that long.
Oh
As
yeah,
you know, like once you reboot your deck, then all the marks on it go off. So if you
yeah,
want a
okay,
long-term mark, it's not going to do you any good. If you
yeah,
just want
okay.
another mark for the purposes of this interaction, then go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna put that one mark and then I want to find out where she is.
Okay, give me a computer plus intuition roll.
Computer plus what?
Computer plus intuition.
4 plus 6.
All right. Yep. You find out that is she is across the hall from you, down a bit. So it's her.
Okay.
It's like she
I
sends you a
wanna
message like, "Who would have guessed?"
yeah, I wanna not reply and I just wanna walk down the hall and knock on the door.
Okay. You hear the door go. Who is it?
And then I wanna send a message saying, open the damn door.
All right. You hear her voice come through the door. It's like, I'm in VR. You're gonna have to give me a while to check out.
Okay, so yeah, I wanna say, what do you work for?
It says not in the hallway, dumbass.
God damn it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna head back to my room, walk out the door and everything.
It takes a few minutes. You notice her icon goes back to VR, and then augmented reality, and then she takes your mark off her deck, and then she opens her door, but you're not there. So she's like, "What the heck?" She goes back into her room, gets something, and then she comes back out and comes to your door and knocks on your door.
Um, I want to be on the side of the door that the door opens to. So like if you open the door, you would be looking out in my room where I'm not. I want to have my gun in hand and I want to say, who is it?
You don't even know my name, do you? It's her voice though.
Yeah, and I want to say, I don't think I really need to.
So this is me. Open the door.
Do I have a camera outside my door?
It's your room, man.
Like I'm asking myself.
Um, Probably not. You're a
Uh,
technomancer. You trust the Matrix. Um, you may have the ability to hack a security camera in the hallway if you're that paranoid.
Before that, I want to do a matrix check and see if I see any weapon in there. Like, I want to find out if she's carrying a weapon.
All right, give me a Matrix perception roll.
Okay, sorry, keep forgetting what that is.
So do I.
I know it's 11 though,
It's
so
over here somewhere. So just roll 11. That's okay. If you know
yeah.
it's 11, just roll 11.
God damn it, that was shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, I definitely don't see. So yeah, I'm gonna go after a security camera really fast.
Yeah, you don't see anything at all. Holy crap. Okay, make a brute force roll.
And that was attack, right? Versus and
It
logic.
is cyber combat plus logic, with a
Okay,
limit
so
of the limit of your deck's attack or your personal illness attack.
okay, my attack is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Someone's alarm going off?
Yeah, that's mine. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna mute you again. Muting. No, I won't. It stopped. Okay, good. All right, you put
Yeah.
a mark on
So
the camera. Now we need to make a control device action.
I need a second mark, right?
Let me see.
A what?
Hold on. You may be right.
I think I need 2 marks for control device, or 3 actually.
No. It says at the almost at the bottom. It says the type of action this is. I assume it's saying what kind of action you're trying to do with the device is the same as the type of action attempted with the device, and it requires 1 mark for free actions, 2 marks for simple actions, and 3 marks for standard or complex actions. If you're just
Okay.
going to look at
Then I'm assuming
something,
it's
I
a free
assume
action.
that's a free action. So you need 1 mark.
Yeah. So I want to look at its speed.
So you make a. The heck is this? Data processing versus action?
Yeah, I have data processing. It's part of my persona.
Wait, it doesn't make any sense though. Hold on. Ah, okay. So you just roll the action.
What does that mean?
Like if you were okay, so say you're hacking into a gun turret, right?
Yeah.
Now you could make a shot through that gun turret, but it would have a limit of data processing. As it says at the
Yeah.
beginning, it says as action, data processing in brackets.
Yeah.
So that first one is if you're trying to get the device to do an action. So you're not trying to get the device to do an action, you're trying to get control of the device in the first place. Well, let's see
I'm
here.
trying to do an action
There
within the
is no
device, which would
test
be.
associated with the action you want the device to perform. Yeah, if there is no test associated with the action you want the device to perform, you must succeed in an electronics warfare plus intuition sleaze roll. So,
Okay.
you roll
So
your
yeah, it's gonna be
electronics
my.
warfare plus intuition.
Okay.
And I
So
will
wait, my
roll.
sleeves.
No, the sleaze is your limit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have a limit of 6. Warfare is 6 with my logic of 5.
Alright,
One,
you get
two,
complete
three,
control
four.
over the camera. You can see it's her. She has um she's actually carrying a grenade. That's all she has. Her grenade and her deck.
A grenade.
A grenade.
Okay, so she's a suicide bomber. Okay, I'm gonna erase that track or that mark on me.
Okay, how do you Alright, hold on a second.
I know that's a matrix action. I think
Yep,
I'm
you
on
roll
that page.
computer plus logic versus her willpower
Oh.
plus firewall.
So that is 4 plus 5. Damn. She hit high. Yeah, I definitely don't make it. Okay, so I'm just gonna send a message saying, what's up with the nade?
Sends back insurance. I'm not gonna blow myself
Um,
up. Are you gonna shoot me?
I might if you hold a grenade near me.
Look at it this way. A grenade will take us both out. Your gun will just take me out. This is more fair.
How do I know you're not suicidal?
Dude, I'm a bitch and Decker. If I want to take you out, I wouldn't use a grenade. You'd already be dead.
Okay. I'm gonna all my blinds and everything are closed and everything. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna close all the doors, and I'm going to back up. I'm gonna basically like my setup for my place is I have a coffee table and some couches and chairs around it. I want to sit down on one chair with the pistol kind of like on the arm of the chair in my hand, not gripping it, but like over the pistol.
Mm.
And I want to remotely open the door.
Okay, you do. The door clicks open. Is it's dark in your room or not?
There's light, but there's not tons of light.
So can she see you sitting on the chair with your gun,
Yeah,
and you're not? Your hand is like hovering over it.
yeah. It's just like laying on top of it, and I can
Alright.
just it would be like a free action to grip it and point it.
Okay. Yep. All right. So she like carefully opens the door with one hand, goes creak, and opens up against the door, and she sees you like sitting on the chair,
Mm.
like a gangster, and she's like, hmm. She kind of like holds the grenade, clenches her fist around a grenade, and she decides to walk in and close the door behind her. She doesn't take her eyes off you, but she walks into the
Okay.
room closer to you until
And
you're
I
within
want
the
to point
blast
down.
radius of her grenade.
Yeah, and I want to point to it a chair right across the coffee table, so that we're facing each other.
Okay, it's really close
And
to
then
you,
I
right?
want to. Huh?
Is the chair close enough to you that
Yeah, it would be in blast range.
okay? She sits down on it then.
And then I want to do like a quick little AR thing and make my coffee maker start making some coffee.
All right, cool. It
And
starts
I
hissing.
yeah, and I basically just want to say, so, what's your job?
So I told you already. You asked. Look, I do community service. What do you do?
Uh, do a lot of communities need people to hack things?
Listen, the corps are open up to a lot of shit, and people need to know about it.
So you're an activist.
You could say that.
An activist with a grenade.
I know my bombs, and you seem to know your guns. What are you, a Shadowrunner?
No, but I'm just a hacker.
And how do you make your money?
Hacking. What else would I do?
So you're a thief.
Of information, which should be free to everyone.
Mm-hmm. She nods. Says, you've probably heard of me, but
Please tell me the name I would know you from.
I'm Entropy.
Have I heard of her?
Yes, if she is who she's claiming to be, she is a very famous decker.
Yeah.
She's most famous for her recent uploading of some unencrypted corporate court.
Wait. Don't tell me. I know all this, but I want to say
Okay, go
I'm
for it.
lying her. I want to say, yeah, I've never heard of you.
You've never heard of me, and you call yourself a decker.
I don't worry about other deckers. And then, does the coffee finish?
Yeah, she's like just looks at you incredulously.
Yeah, I want to say, would you mind pouring us some coffee since you are the guest?
You're the host. You pour me coffee.
You have a grenade.
You have a gun. Leave the gun there on the chair and go
No
get the
way am I
coffee.
leaving the gun.
Well, I'm not gonna walk away from you when you have a gun.
She's still in range, by the way, if I go to the coffee maker, so I'm just gonna
You
get
take your
up.
gun with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking my gun.
It's a very close coffee machine. Okay, okay. You go there.
Yeah, it's kind of like on the bar.
Okay.
Um, and I just go around the bar, so I'm still facing her. I have my gun. Um,
Are you
I
pointing it
kind of
at
put it
her?
on the counter.
Okay, you're not
Huh?
pointing it. You're not pointing it at her. Okay.
No. I have it on the counter so that like I can just drop the coffee and grab it. I pour 2 cups,
Mm-hmm.
and then I hold the 2 cups in one hand and the gun in the other, and walk back to the chair and put one down on the coffee table and slide it towards her.
Okay. She
I
takes
want
the
to say,
coffee and she'll drink the coffee. Is it
yeah, I want to
poisoned?
say,
Is the coffee poisoned? Tell me as
I want to
GM.
say,
Tell me as GM, not she's not
oh,
asking. Tell me as
yeah,
GM.
I didn't poison the coffee. Oh, I
Okay.
wouldn't. I don't carry
Too
poison
late.
around. That's fine.
Too late. You didn't put any. You didn't put any speed or anything in it.
No.
All right.
But yeah, I want to say her. Why should I know you?
She explains. You know that
Okay, so she put up some major files up of what?
of the corporate court. Um, Most recently, there was a bunch of case files of infractions between the courts, and she hacked her server and put them up on the net for
Mhm.
everybody. Put them up on the matrix for everybody, and it really
I want to
unveiled a
say
lot
so.
of
Why?
the bad stuff the corpse keeps secret.
Um, yeah. So I basically want to say, so why should I care who you are?
Like, she doesn't know what to respond to that at first. She's like, "Well, I mean, if you have been keeping up to date at all with what is going on in the Matrix and in the world, then you should know who I am. If you're not, I guess I don't know what you've been hacking or where you learned to hack, but you must be pretty good at
Um,
it."
ooh, that pissed me off.
Well, you've been acting like an idiot. She's gonna assume you're an idiot.
I know, but this is all things my character would do. He's kind of an ignorant asshole.
All right.
Yeah. So I basically want to what do I want to say? I want to say, so why do you think everyone needs to know what the corps are up to?
The corps are always up to something bad.
Isn't everyone up to something bad?
I'm not.
Says the one with the grenade.
So that's the one with the gun.
I never said I wasn't up to anything bad.
Wow. Maybe we shouldn't be having this discussion.
Yeah, I want to change topics. So I say, so why do you say you're with Ares?
This is a good cover. Um, People don't bother.
Not a good cover if I found out.
Most people, they'll keep to themselves. If there's a corp person around, they don't want to invite the wrath of Ares, especially not in this city.
Hmm. So who's paying you for the information you're leaking?
I get donations from the community. You know,
You get
I have a Dropbox at a bank nearby, and people like my work. They drop credit sticks in. I have a friend who goes through it and makes sure deposits it for me.
so you're like a street performer of hacking.
She's like, if 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 the most talented artist of the generation in theater was a street performer, then yes.
You're a little high horse, aren't you?
Hmm?
You let a novice hacker, as you think I am, get in your head and make you walk into a stranger's apartment with a grenade. How do you know there's not 20 other people and a person with a sniper to your head right now?
You're not a whiz, and you never hacked my deck. I came here because I wanted to.
Now
Because
the
you
question is, why did you want to?
because you knew my name. Not that.
Yeah.
Because you knew where I lived, and because
And
you're a
don't you
fellow
think that's
hacker.
information some corporations might want to know?
Yeah, but they wouldn't know it.
Why won't they know if I tell them? They will pay a lot for that.
If they do, I'm going to move and I'm going to hire a Shadowrun team to come and knock you off.
Still doesn't erase the information I give away.
What do you really have?
What do you mean what I have?
You have a name I've given you, and you
I know
know
where you live.
where I live.
I
That's
know what
it.
you look like.
They know what I look like.
I have the ID of your deck, and I have your sin.
Oh, really? What's my sin?
Aren't sins public?
Um, that's right. She is broadcasting a sin,
Yeah.
but she almost certainly is broadcasting a fake sin. You don't. You probably. Well, you want to make a check to see if it's a legit sin.
I don't really care. I'm just gonna say that like she can deny it if she
Well,
wants.
she just asked you what's my
Yeah,
sin.
I
So
want to search the broadcast and just say whatever one's public. I don't care if it's
okay,
legit.
then she's like, yeah, you don't know anything.
I have DNA on the cup you're sipping out of right now.
What?
And
Yeah, just a
I
minute.
could be sending.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I could be sending the corporations what we're doing right now, and they could be here in the next 2 minutes. You wouldn't even know.
Mm-hmm. She looks at you and she's like trying to decide if she wants to take the risk. She is going to make a roll to see if you're bluffing or not.
Okay.
So
What's
let
going to be my
me.
defensive?
I need to look it up. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so the judge intentions roll. She makes charisma plus intelligence. You oppose it with willpower plus charisma.
4. Shit. 1 hit.
All right. So she knows if you're serious or not.
Yeah, and then I want to say, how about this? You give me a little bit of cash, and you don't even have to worry about maybe some information getting out.
Okay. How about this? I'll pay you protection, but you have to promise to protect the people that live in this building
From what?
from, cyber intrusions.
Are many people in this building getting attacked by that?
No, but
Are you considered one of these people?
no, but if I have to leave because I've been tracked by the corpse, I don't want these people to suffer. I'll pay you for this, but I want your word that you will do it.
Why do you care about these people so much?
I care about everybody.
Even me?
You seem like kind of a jerk.
You wouldn't be wrong about that.
So, we have a deal?
How much?
Say 8,000 credits.
One-time deal? What stops me from getting that money and moving to a new place?
Your word
My word's not worth much.
is worth 8,000 credits?
Are you leaving the building?
No, I don't plan to.
Then I'll take the money.
Okay. Um, she transfers 8,000 credits to you from some Bank of Houston. Let's just say Bank of Houston.
Okay. Um. Okay. And then I want to say, so again, we're back to a conversation.
Hmm. Are we okay enough if we can put down our weapons?
Why are you here? If I'm such a novice hacker, why are you dealing with me?
She's like, I told you, you're a ducker, and I like to, meet the talents. Listen,
So,
I got a sweet deck, right? The sweet deck does not do me any good if nobody knows I have it.
so here's the thing. You say you're some amazing person hacking
Mm-hmm.
many things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you believe you know a lot about me.
Do you want me
Where's my
to?
deck?
Hmm. All right. She's gonna make a matrix perception roll,
Yeah. And I'm running no defense, because...
and okay, I'm sure she succeeds it.
Yeah.
She's like looking at you funny. I'm gonna make an intelligence test to see if she realizes there's an alternative. I'm sure she has more intelligence than this, but okay, she does realize there's an alternative. She's going to search for Technomancers. Now, where is that? That's a matrix action. Do 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 do. Reboot device? No. I don't know where it is right now. Maybe it's under Technomancers. That's pretty mean.
Yeah. I mean, while she's doing that, I just want to take out my comic. Like, I guess it's a little Bluetooth earpiece kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just say, why would I have such a, the cheapest comm link?
Mm. She's gonna make sure that her hunch is correct before she says anything. So I need to figure out how to tell. I remember saying there was like some way to detect this. I want to know what it is because I'm sure.
It will come up later.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna roll for Overwatch increase.
Okay. It's not increasing right now. That was just earlier stuff, right?
It increases with time.
Oh, okay.
It has been about 50 minutes this talk, I think. So I'm gonna add some more
Well,
to your Overwatch.
right now I'm not doing anything, so I just want to
It doesn't
reboot
matter. You want to reboot your
No,
persona?
yeah, I mean, like, there's no reason for me to have it on right now.
All right. You can reboot it, but wait until she figures out what the role is.
Yeah, I'm letting her do this.
Where the heck is it? Ah. Do you guys know?
I have no idea. I've never heard about it. I can look for it later if you want to do that.
No, let's look for it now.
What's the question?
Where is the role to detect that, like, So there's a signature that Technomancers create.
Technomancer resonance signature.
Is this called a resonance signature?
You leave a unique signature behind in fabric of resonance.
But what's the rule to detect it?
It's page 250.
You're right. Okay, 250. Thank you. Other resonance beings can detect it. Can everybody?
No, because I don't think anyone else understands what resonance is.
Weird. Oh.
I think if you want to have people be able to find resonance signatures, you could have a maybe you could make up a device.
No, it's fine.
For the game that, yeah.
If it's a corp, they'll have a way.
Yeah. They probably have some resonance syncing devices.
Yeah, they probably have like sprites, or at least something like sprites. Yeah. Or just magic that will do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that she has a Technomancer ally to contact and ask for a resonance check.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have her roll her matrix perception, and if you don't have a deck, she's just gonna make the guess that you're a Technomancer.
Yeah.
And she gets plenty of hits, so she's pretty sure you don't have a deck and it's not hiding.
Yeah.
So she says, "You must be a Technomancer." And then you reboot your persona. Okay.
Yeah. I want to say, so you're not the only one that Corbs hate.
And it's like, I guess it would be really bad for you to turn me in now.
For what?
For you to turn me in now.
They also do hire us.
I think they'd rather take you apart on the cutting board.
Yeah. So now that we both have crap on each other, maybe we'll be able to trust each other a little more.
Maybe. This is the 6th world. You can't really trust anybody.
Trust is a rare thing to come by. Why do you hate the corpse so much?
They're just up to some really bad stuff. Even Ares, you'd think Ares is alright, but nope.
But no, why are you one of the few people in this world that have a sense of morality?
She just shrugs. It's like, I know what they're up to, and that's enough for me not to trust them. I know that I'm not one of the elite few that will get to live a life of freedom. So,
who are the few that live a life of freedom?
The people that own the corpse.
Aren't they a slave to their job too?
Not the people that run the corpse. The corpse are just instruments for the people at the top. And I'm not one of them. I
really think I'll be able they're not a slave to their job, though? Having to spend all their time planning how to have their corp beat another corp?
They don't. They have people to do that for them. And the corp keeps the what's that called? The corporate courts keep them in line for when they're not.
I think if you look around enough, you realize no one in this world is free.
Maybe they're not in this world. Have you heard of Project Payday?
No. Do I want to?
You should do some research.
You should tell me.
I don't think I will. If you're any good, you'll be able to find out about it, and
I
then
want
maybe you'll
to.
understand why I fight the corpse.
I want to automatically do a search and all like the 20 billion screens I have in my apartment turn on with like
Nice.
the Wikipedia article or Project Payday.
There's not a Wikipedia article. Maybe there's a Matrixpedia article.
Yeah, it's just whatever Pedia article.
Okay. Actually, nothing comes up.
How do you? I want to say, how do you expect me to find out what this is if I can't search it?
She's like, not everything is a good idea to reveal to the public just yet. The people that know about Project Payday are keeping it to themselves, and for good reason.
Do you think I should be one of those people?
If you're capable of finding out what Project Payday is, then you should know.
Fair enough.
You let me know if you find out.
I definitely will.
Okay.
Now, if we're going to have this work, now that you know about my Technomancy and I know about your activism, I want you to let me keep a mark on you. And you can keep a mark on me.
Hmm. What do you want to mark on me for?
Yeah, as you said, you can't trust everyone in this world. You know a big piece of information about me. I know a big piece of information about you.
Hmm.
This would just allow both of us to sleep at night.
We need to do something else. Some other kind of trade we could make. I don't believe that if I gave you a mark, it would be a security risk. You might be compromised. It's not even about trusting you. It's just basic sense.
Okay. Why am I the one who will get compromised? I feel you're more likely to be compromised than me.
It's possible. You should not be suggesting this course of action.
Okay.
I think as GM, I think that doing that would probably lower your firewall rating because
Yeah.
it's just something that someone that's hacking could try and exploit.
Okay. Yeah, so I basically want to say to her, so what's your next big activism move?
Hmm. Says I'm still looking for new information on the corpse. Project Payday was bad enough, but there's a lot to learn about it still.
Do you think we're going to just be able to fight him with this information?
Not by just getting it out. Most information, if you let the people know, they can do something about it. But I'm afraid that this this needs some real concerted action.
Okay.
So, the most important thing right now is to find out what the other corps know about it. And maybe I'll find out that they have similar plans. Or plans just as far ranging as Project Payday. But until I do,
So if you think, if I come and find out what Project Payday is, what stops me from telling everyone else?
you can, but it won't do you any good. And it'll make you a target.
But I will beat you.
I got to it first. But if you wanna prove that you've got what it takes to be a community activist, then you go right ahead, and then I'll probably trust you more. But I don't believe you'll do it. Not once you see what it entails.
I will have to wait till I see.
Mm-hmm. She nods.
So, do you think you can put away that grenade yet?
She looks in the matrix in the AR to see if your gun is armed.
I point it out, like not at her, but like to the side, and I drop the clip.
Okay. She presses a few buttons on the grenade and it disarms. She puts it, clips it to her belt.
I want to say, I think a nice pay for me would be a grenade also. For my coffee, at least. That's high grade coffee. That's not silly coffee.
You can have it when I leave.
By the way, when are you going to leave?
I'll leave right now.
You're welcome to.
Alright. She gets up and she walks up for the door. And when she's at the door, she tosses you the grenade. And then she walks back to her room.
Okay, yep, I super lock my door and put my new grenade in my drawer.
Okay. And you're still being rebooted, right?
I think like after that I would be fully rebooted, right? It's like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know how long it actually takes, but I want to know if you went back on it or not. Or if you stayed offline.
If I want what?
I wanted to know if you went back online or if you stayed offline for a while.
Yeah, I'm back online now.
Okay. Alright, you don't notice anything happening.
Okay. Do you still want me to do things?
No, that's it. That was good. That was a good session. We got to run through the systems a lot better than I did for the other players.
Had a weird tense stare down with a lady in a grenade.
Yeah. Good times.
Okay.
I see we got a good plot hook there.
What do you say?
I said I see we have a good plot hook that you uncovered there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my plot hooks. I don't think you guys would be able to do anything about that plot hook, but
I will. She gave me a challenge. My guy can't go without doing a challenge.
okay.
Even if I just have to like do this on my own.
It'll be interesting to see if you guys can stop Project Payday. But
I don't care about stopping it.
Oh, you just want to find it? You'll probably find it.
Profit from it. Like run a big run. If it's something disruptive, we can schedule a big run at the same time, so that we can get away with it more easily.
Oh, someone has to pay you to do it to make a profit.
We can do the same donation thing through her.
You think she'll pay you to stop it? I guess she would try, but
we can do a whole donation through her system.
But actually, I think that it's actually written into the system in 5th edition that you get more karma from, runs for the good of the world that don't pay very much.
Charity runs.
Yeah, you probably do. You do.
Running
so you want
for
karma
charity.
more than money. You can do that.
And I don't care about money anyway, but yeah, I don't really care to stop it. I care to find out and just shove in their face that I know about it now.
Okay.
Is she a contact of mine?
Not unless you buy her.
I have a few extra points I might buy her.
Okay. Put some points in, then you can have a decker that you can call on if you need some help.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing is, this did not happen, but she has a spare deck you could have had.
A what?
A spare deck you could have had.
What's a spear deck?
For decking.
Oh, I don't really need one.
Yeah, you don't need one. But it did not go that way.
Yeah. It was a very tense game. I always felt like I was 5 seconds away from getting shot. It all took place in like a hallway in a room, which is awesome. Like all that stuff just happened in the hallway.
Yeah. Just in your own, hallway. That's
Yeah.
all it takes.
I don't like having someone down in the hall for me. That's such a weird craziness.
With explosives.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing. I think I'm going to go in and eventually disarm all of those just out of like safety for
Oh, are you?
building.
I don't think you can beat her firewall yet.
Yeah, eventually, like once I get good enough.
Once you get some karma under your belt, I'll let you try. But right now, her deck is like one of the best decks. She's like a world class, prime. She's a prime runner.
Yeah.
So she'll always.
I still wish I would have
bricked
her door because that whole like automated answer.
You almost